Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and I typically like to do fashion DIYs. But in today's video, I am actually going to be starting a little series where I will be trying to elevate and update my style. Personal style is just another way to express yourself, and I feel like I can be doing a better job. And it's not something that necessarily comes easy to me. I feel like because of my style evolution, I haven't really developed a strong sense of style where I can immediately think of outfits on the top of my head that are cute, a little quirky, a little edgy, something different that you don't necessarily see everybody wearing. That's where I'm trying to go. Sense of style is a very personal thing. I know that what I like is not necessarily going to be for everyone, and some of you might be watching and think, all the stuff she's wearing is ridiculous and tacky, and I would never wear that. And that's totally fine. I'm not necessarily here to convince you to dress like me, but I'm hoping to maybe inspire you to push your own style and dress a little bit more out of your comfort zone to see what could happen. That's what I'm gonna try to do. My goal for the end of this series is to have a more broadened sense of style and to experiment more. Obviously, I don't want to go too eccentric because I don't want to be investing in clothing and making clothing that I wouldn't necessarily wear regularly, but I do want to push some of those boundaries. I wanted to give a bit of a brief background of my style evolution and how I got here. As a kid, I remember always wanting to go shopping with my mom. I loved shopping. It was so fun. Anything to do with new clothing was so exciting to me. And truthfully, at that time in my life, I had never even entered a thrift store. And to be honest, the thought of a thrift store was quite terrifying. I actually ended up going to a Catholic high school, meaning I wore a uniform. And I really stopped experimenting with my clothing, dressing up. Don't get me wrong, I still would go shopping with my mom and we would buy stuff, but now I was kind of buying stuff from Aritzia, because this was when Aritzia was coming up and everybody would shop there. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but everyone kind of just owns and wears the same thing. I felt like I had potential for more. So much more that I actually went to fashion school. And in fashion school, keep in mind, this was mid 2010s. And this was the era where skinny jeans, over the knee boots, wide brim hats, plaid, this was the aesthetic, and this is where everyone would wear. It was a time where I really did follow the trends, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I think after that phase and the whole 2016 fashion era and makeup craze died out, I felt like I kind of didn't really have a sense of style that was my own. This was around the time where I kind of developed my whole primary color aesthetic and brand, and that really helped me put together looks because I wasn't overwhelmed with every single color option, especially when it came to shopping and buying. I found for myself, if I narrowed down the options that I was able to buy, it was easier to find things and also easier to match monochromatic outfits. I definitely was able to kind of start expressing myself the way I wanted to. With my current job, we have a dress code, and quite frankly, as soon as the dress code got more enforced at work, I just felt like I didn't really care anymore about what I wore, and I just wear the minimum to get by. And I really could get creative and wear stuff, I just don't care, which has trickled into all of the parts of getting dressed. And now I dread getting dressed in the morning, and I hate that. If you are someone who is watching this because you want to revamp and elevate your style, I really recommend starting first of all with looking at the clothing you already own. I actually kind of started the process a couple months ago with a closet clean out. I feel like that's the best way to start revamping your wardrobe, is to go through and see what you already own and try everything on. I tried every single piece of clothing that I had on in that closet clean out, and it was exhausting. But it gave me a really great sense of where my wardrobe gaps are. Oh my God, stop chewing on my hair. My cat is very needy. He has just woken up from a slumber and now he is eating my hair. Stop. It's so annoying. Why does he do this? Somebody tell me. He's always done this. Just chill. You can stay there. Just don't eat my hair. I recognize that my sense of style will not be for everyone. I am definitely not afraid of colors. And I also don't mind a good print and pattern. I don't mind if those prints and patterns clash either. Oh dear. Filming with a cat is just never easy. I'm not typically the type of person that follows trends or brands. I like to thrift and I like to make my own clothes. A big motivator for me when it came to making my own clothes and learning how to sew was to avoid having the same clothes as everybody else. And finding things secondhand really helps ensure that you're less likely going to have the same things as other people, and making your own things definitely guarantees that you will not have the same things as other people, which to me really adds to personal style. I'm hoping that through this series, you will also feel motivated to upcycle pieces, DIY pieces, and sew your own things, or maybe just thrift if that's not something you're typically used to doing. Let me be perfectly clear. I don't really know what I'm doing in this series. We are just full on winging it, okay? We are going to do this together. I'm not alone. How do you go about making your own personal style and adapting your own personal style? That's a very good question. I start where most people would think to start, which is Pinterest. You can use any type of platform that works for you. I know Instagram is great because it has the saved feature. If you like to be old school and cut and paste with magazines, that's pretty dope. I would do that too. But for this exercise, I went with Pinterest. I went through and saved so many different things that I was inspired by, and it didn't have to be every single element of the outfit. It could be just the boots or the sweater or the way they're styled. Anything that kind of stuck out to me that I liked, I would save it. Some of the stuff that I was gravitating towards and pinning were funky printed pants. I have been also pinning low-rise jeans a little bit more lately, and I would love to see if I can pull that look off. I'm not really sure if it's like something that works with my body type, but I am definitely willing to try. So I'm going to be looking for something like that while I'm thrifting. I'm a sucker for any type of cute little tank top or open back cutout, anything with some sort of tie-up feature or asymmetrical hem. I love that. It's just like a little added detail to an outfit. Instead of a plain basic tank top, you kind of elevate the look a little bit. I am also a huge fan of denim. I love denim, everything denim. I do a lot of sewing videos featuring denim, so I am still going to be looking for like perfect vintage denim pieces or just cool denim pieces in general. I am looking for a vintage boxy denim vest, and I've also been looking for a fitted denim dress. I've been seeing shrugs online. I kind of feel like that might be something that will work well for me since I typically run cold. I think a shrug is something that I can just throw on and then you can still see your cool shirt underneath. So I'm probably going to be looking for things that I can DIY and upcycle into something like that. And of course, I will also be thinking about accessories. I'm trying to get a little more into hair accessories with these clips, but I think hair is something that I really overlook. I'm not the type of person that does a different hairstyle every day. I typically wear my hair the same all the time. And I think that that's just such a missed opportunity, specifically for me, since I have a lot of hair to work with, to experiment and add accessories or try different hairstyles. In the first episode of this series, we're going to be kicking it off by going to the thrift store with the intention of finding new clothes that are going to jazz up my wardrobe, that I can wear multiple times, that I can wear with multiple things that I already own, or I can upcycle, things that I can also upcycle to make my wardrobe better. Okay, we have officially made it to the parking lot of Value Village, and I am feeling optimistic. Yeah. I'm feeling optimistic. I'm going to give myself a budget of $100, which might sound like a lot, but with the current prices of Value Village, I'm lucky if I can get like a few pieces with that these days. Inflation is truly crazy, but hopefully we will come in under budget. But before I go in, I'm going to take a few minutes to look over my Pinterest board to get some inspiration. Hopefully this will really help me hone down what I'm looking for and be more specific when I'm shopping. Here we are. I did a full sweep of the thrift store, but I always seem to have the best luck in the button-down section. So many cool prints, textures, colors to look through, and I found a bunch of ones that caught my eye. And I know basics are underrated at the thrift store, but they make the perfect DIY projects. These shoes are adorable, so I'm going to try them on. So since Value Village doesn't have any change rooms anymore, I posted up in the kids section to try on some items that I put in my cart. I tried this white bustier top with the tags still attached, this black oversized knit vest, this white denim shirt, and this black denim button-up. I also tried on this red polka dot button-down and this fun white and red long sleeve. And I love the way the shoes look, block heel, square toe, but they are extremely uncomfortable. So it's a no for these shoes. But I have made my decisions and it's time to check out. Okay, that was rather successful. I did find some things. Some things I'm going to keep as is, and some things I definitely want to DIY a bit. So stay tuned for those. And I came in under budget. I ended up only spending $50, and that is mostly because I had a discount. Otherwise, it would have been $75. Okay, let's go home and play dress up. I made it home. Traffic was good to me. I'm so sorry about the lighting. It's like 5 p.m. and I'm really trying to get this filming done before it gets dark. So I'm really excited to show you what I got. Number one is this pair of heels. These aren't the same that I showed in the clip. As I was putting them away, I stumbled across these ones and they are in perfect condition. They are barely worn. They have some sort of arch support and some cushion on the inside. And because they are made out of that like fabric ribbed material, they are very comfortable and will move with me and not against me. So I decided to take a gamble on these shoes. This one caught my attention because it's kind of this oversized white denim shirt, but it's a thicker denim, so it can honestly be worn as a jacket as well. It is a size medium, but I thought it would be a cool layering piece over a sweatshirt, a good fall/spring transition jacket that I can really layer underneath. That is an issue with some of my outerwear. I don't have enough room to layer, so I can't wear bulky, oversized sweaters. So this gives me the option to do that. I did kind of get it with the intent of maybe like jazzing it up a bit. I find that it's like pretty boring and just plain white, and I think I can really do something cool with it, and I will be adding this to my DIY pile. I honestly have no idea what I want to do with this. Like, it's like quite literally a blank canvas. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, let me know. Oh, and this was also $14.49, which is a little expensive considering it's originally from Ardennes, but honestly, the quality of the material is really good. So that's why I picked it up. I got this next piece with the intention of doing something with the neckline. I kind of wanted to jazz it up and maybe do something off the shoulder. I might even do something different with the hemline and make it asymmetrical. I just kind of thought this print was kind of fun and different and not just like a basic white t-shirt. So I picked it up and I will be doing some sort of DIY thrift flip with it. And this piece was $4.99. The print of this is actually so fun and eye-catching. This is definitely why I got it. It is obviously on the sheer side, so it would be a layering piece, and that shirt was $7.49. I was looking for a funky button down and I did stumble across this one. I just think it's like such a fun little print. One of my biggest issues is I'm always cold, so I always have to think of things for layering, and I don't really have a funky printed red option. I want to kind of jazz this up a little bit, and I want to do something with the hemline. I'm not sure if I want to crop it or maybe add some sort of like embellishment or maybe a tie feature so I can make it like a tie-up little top. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it and see what I can come up with. Last but not least are these pants. Look at these pants. These pants look too good to be true. They could be too good to be true. I did measure the waist, and the waist measures at 26 inches, so I should be okay, but you just never know. We're gonna try them on. Oh my God, okay, I have to like go look in the mirror, 1 second. Oh my goodness, look at these pants. I'm obsessed, but the only thing I'm a little like, is this bad? I just kind of feel like it's a little like baggy in the butt. I don't know, you tell me. Maybe I should tailor these to fit better in the butt. I have that option. Okay, so now I am going to play dress up and style some of these pieces. So let me know what your thoughts are. First up, I'm going to style the trousers. I am going to start with the black sheer t-shirt, layered with the black corduroy side of my reversible vest that I made. I have a pattern and a tutorial for this piece if you want to make your own, and I will link it below if you're interested. And I'm going to pair it with some chunky gold earrings and layered gold necklaces. To give it a bit of a dressier vibe, I can pair this with my new black heels, or to make the look more casual, I can go with the sneaker. What are your thoughts on this? For my second look, I am styling the red and white long sleeve top, and I kept the black bra to kind of add another layer to the look. These jeans have an elastic in the waist, so I can adjust them to be high-waisted or low. So I'm going to play around with the low-rise jean, long top silhouette that I truly never thought I would ever wear again, but honestly, I'm kind of digging it. I added some yellow sneakers and some red chunky jewelry. I also added the yellow hair clips to tie in the shoes. Honestly, I think this is my favorite look that I styled. And lastly, I wanted to try styling this top as a dress. So I started off with this nude fitted dress underneath, and I added a pair of black knee-high platform boots, some dangly earrings, and some layered necklaces. This look is a little out of my comfort zone, but I think it's fun and I can actually see myself wearing a variation of this look in the real world. That is it for today's video, and I had so much fun filming this. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. And for the other pieces that I thrifted that I did not style, those pieces I will be upcycling and DIYing in my next video. So please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. I have some really fun, funky ideas that I hope will be wearable. So we will find out. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. I do a lot of fashion and DIY content. So until then, I will catch you in the next one. Bye.